To meet an old friend, Brenda. Brenda, I told you about Dante in Rome.
Yeah, you did. Anyways, hi, Dante.
Well, Maxie's trying to score points with Kate by getting Brenda on the cover of Crimson.
Well, the best thing for Maxie to do is absolutely nothing. She's got to remind herself Brenda's here because she has to be, not because she wants to be, right?
It still has to suck for you.
Look, I'm used to Jason protecting people. You know? Me, Carly, Michael. It happens all the time. Brenda's just the same. Except she's a supermodel. And his ex-wife. Come on. Lulu, that's really the part that I'm struggling with.
Well, you know, Brenda is Sonny's great love, so no one else should be worrying.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, wow. You're Sonny's long-lost son.
Yeah. Surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, me too.
My girlfriend works for Crimson, so I know more about models and fashion than I probably should, but I didn't realize you had ties to Port Charles.
Oh, yeah, I went to high school here.
So, what brings you back?
Just seeing old friends and just...
Old friends are very glad to see you.
Wait. You guys are you okay? Do you want me to leave?
No. What's a little gunshot between father and son?
We're on opposite sides of the law, and there's a connection, always was with us. He doesn't like to admit it. I don't know, it's hard for me.
I was assigned to go working undercover for Sonny, and when I tried to arrest him, he shot me. Right here. Right,
Yeah.
right
I'll
here.
tell you again, that I regret that.
Well, not half as much as I did.
And Sonny would never do anything to hurt you.
Well, imagine what he could do if he actually tried.
Okay, you know what? Things are much better now because he helped get me exonerated from an attempted murder charge.
Well, that's great. And look, I've known your father for a very long time, and he's not perfect, but he is a good man.
Well, clearly you're used to him shooting cops and family members. That's good. You don't keep anything from her either. That's great. You got a nice, open and trusting relationship.
I'll be happy when Brenda's out of danger and back in Rome.
I'm sure Jason won't argue you on that.
No. Maxie, thank you so much for loaning me all those...
You have got to give Jason an ultimatum. Either Brenda goes or you go. He needs to put her on a plane to Rome, ASAP, or else.
Whoa, what changed? I thought you wanted her on the cover.
No, I came to my senses. I don't want her anywhere near the cover, or the city, or any man within 100 miles. I mean, any woman who could take a perfectly innocent guy like Spinelli and turn him into a blabbering, stammering groupie. He's walking around.
You gotta be exaggerating about Spinelli.
She's not. I've seen it.
Sam, then you get it, right? Spinelli is in trouble. We have to save him.
I wish we could, but Jason's made himself responsible for guarding Brenda, and he's not gonna leave her side until she's safe. Maxie, it could take a while.
Fine. If you're not gonna do anything about it, I will.
The Jackal is responding to the original blonde one's call. What, pray tell, is on your mind?
It's actually about Maxie. She wants to do this cover shoot with Brenda.
Oh, the Divine One is a most excellent choice. Yeah, I mean, her angelic nature and selfless dedication to the plight of exploited children is indeed compelling. And, you know, the Jackal has witnessed firsthand her passionate commitment to the welfare of those less fortunate. And not to dwell on the shallow, but she is the living embodiment of Ariel Blaine's super spy.
Ooh, this is worse than I thought.
Pardon?
Brenda is not Ariel Blaine.
She's as close as flesh and blood dare come. To think a female so kick-ass could exist outside of the two-dimensional video game reality. And beyond that she would favor me with one of her smiles is...
Oh, wow. Well, so you've been spending a lot of time with her at Jason's.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? The pink room, as it turns out, is not regrettable at all. It is the most glorious rosy hue that is so well suited to the divine Brenda. Of course, she picked the shade years ago, but I vacated the room so she could reoccupy it, and she has uttered the most precious pearls of thanks.
So I'm sure she is so nice, but I think idolizing her is kind of a waste of your time and your energies because it's just not gonna go anywhere.
The joy is in the journey.
But there is no joy in hurting Maxie, and that's what you're doing.
As delighted as I am to meet you, Miss Barrett, I'm actually here for professional reasons. You might want to call yourself a lawyer.
Am I under arrest?
No, not yet.
Does someone really expect you to question your own father?
Well, I'm a cop, and he's a suspect. And until they kick me off the case, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, and I'm not going anywhere unless my lawyer's with me.
Oh no, that's a good idea because you wouldn't want to incriminate yourself for something that you did, which was putting a bomb in a car that almost blew up his worst enemy and his teenage daughter.
Yeah, well, sometimes people do the wrong things for the right reasons. You know that, right, Dante? You know, some cases are better left unsolved. Right?
How can my appreciation for the divine one possibly hurt Maximista?
You're going on and on about Brenda just like how you did about Maxie, so it just makes her feel unappreciated.
I was devoted to my non-wife. It was Maximista who withdrew her feelings and has since taken up with the glib and depressingly shallow Dr. Hunter for reasons that I will never comprehend.
I know, Maxie hurt you.
Yes, my parting with Maximista was most painful, but I have seen light, love, and happiness at the end of the proverbial tunnel.
You're falling in love with Brenda?
One of the tenets of courtly love is utter devotion to an unattainable lady, and the divine one sits high atop a glorious throne of unattainability, and she has captured the jackal's wounded heart and made it whole again.
Well, maybe that's what this is. You're so hurt about losing Maxie that you're trying too quickly to replace her.
Love does not conform to the laws of time.
I just think that you're rebounding and you're making Brenda
You know, if you would just take the time to meet the former Mrs. Stone Cold, you would quickly realize that she more than warrants my devotion.
Dante knows that some things are better left alone.
Yeah. Just small things like attempted murder. It's no big deal.
Yeah, if I go down, then other people's lives are going to be affected. Maybe even yours. I know you probably don't care about
No,
that.
I'm good. I'm good. It's the rest of your kids
You're good
I'd be
sending
concerned about.
Yeah? You're good sending your father to prison?
Well, actually, I'd be sending a criminal up, you know, a murderer. And in my line of work, they actually give medals for people who do things like that.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that.
Okay, you know what? The blood ties thing isn't going to hold any water this time. It's not going to make it go away. It was really nice meeting you.
You too.
Miss Barrett. Hope you enjoy your time in Port Charles.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dante, for that. We just got a very complicated relationship.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you're on duty. Thank you.
Yeah, I just went over to Sonny's. Was questioning him about the car bomb.
Well, let me guess, he's stonewalled.
Of course. At least this time, there was a visitor there. Kind of changed things up a little bit.
Really?
Brenda Barrett.
You met Brenda?
Yeah, you know what? I recognize her from the magazines you leave flying around my man cave.
Well, so what did you think of her? Did you fall under Brenda's spell like every other man in the world? Vaguely remember that Brenda was a magnet for trouble, but I guess dating Sonny will do that to you. Obviously, nothing has changed because Spinelli is literally losing his head over her. He's convinced himself that she's this embodiment of some computer character named Ariel Blaine.
We're accommodating Interpol. She's being stalked by a guy they have interest in. 8-hour shifts. You rotate with Norman and Wiggins.
Hey, everything okay?
Miss Barrett, this is Officer Falconeri. He's one of the officers who'll be protecting you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Miss Barrett.
You can call me Brenda.
Brenda. Just a few things I should tell you. Notify me, obviously, if you want to go somewhere, if you're going to have visitors. And other than that, the Mennonite will try to stay out of your way.
Okay. What's your name?
Dante.
Okay, thanks, Dante.
It's actually a good thing because it shows that Maxie's still in love with him.